tight end spot is one of the most underrated positions going into the fantasy football season this year. So here are my top 10 tight ends for this year. To start it off at the 10th spot, I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks tight end Elijah Arrowero. Now, to be honest, this guy, I'm a Miami fan, so I'm very high on Elijah Arrowero, right? He's 6'5", 254 pounds. He was drafted in the second round for a reason. The Seahawks believe highly in this guy. He's got a great ceiling, and I believe he can 100% hit that. If you go and take a look at his college stats here, right, he faced a lot of injuries in his college career, but when he played, he was amazing, and I know that because I was watching every one of Miami's games last year. When he played, he was great, man. Cam Ward loved him, right? And his end of the year, his stats were 35 catches for 590 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's a great season for a tight end, especially in college, right? That's a great season. So he played in week 1 of the preseason. I believe he played at the start of the game. 2 catches for 14 yards. That's a good game, right? I mean, you're not expecting too much out of this player, right? I'm making him go at 10 because he's not going to be elite or anything, but I do believe in the late rounds of your fantasy football draft, this is the guy that you want to target, man. This guy is going to be a steal. All right, coming in at the 8th spot, this might shock a lot of people, but I'm going to go with Darren Waller, the Dolphins tight end. I like this guy a lot for one reason, and that's I believe he can be a Jonnu Smith type player, right? Those screens, Darren Waller's a fast tight end, right? He can get that screen and start zooming out, score a lot of touchdowns, man. I believe Darren Waller can do that. The only reason I'm not putting him higher is because I do believe he'll definitely get injured. But I'm a big fan of Darren Waller this year. If you want to steal a sneaky guy that probably won't even get drafted, no, he won't get drafted in a lot of leagues unless you're in a very deep league. Darren Waller's going to be your guy, right? This guy's good, fast player, fast tight end, off the screen coming a lot. He might not get a lot of like Travis Kelce type plays or George Kittle, but he's going to get a lot of those screens, right? And if you're in a full PPR league, you're going to get a lot of Darren Waller points, right? And you're not expecting too much out of a tight end, but this guy is going to be your guy, probably coming off the waiver wire. You're going to see him in week 1, put up probably a 10-point game, something like that, just something chill like that. Grab him off the waivers, right? You know this tight end position is not super deep this year, so this guy could definitely be good. All right, coming in at the 7th spot, I don't really got anything specific to say about this player, but this is Evan Ingram, great tight end, right? Coming over from Jacksonville, gonna get a lot of targets from Bo Nix. Bo Nix didn't really have a tight end last year, like at all, right? Pretty sure Greg Dulcich was his tight end, and then there was Albert Okwuegbunam, maybe. I don't know if he's still on the team last year, but you got a guy like Evan Ingram coming in. Bo Nix, he's going to throw to him. He's going to rely on him, right? A second-year quarterback, he's going to rely on a guy like Evan Ingram. So I do believe this is a good pick right here. Not really anything specific to say about Evan Ingram, other than the fact that we know he's good, right? We know you're going to get a lot of playing out of Evan Ingram. He's going to be good, right? You're getting a good player out of Evan Ingram, but I don't know if I love his ADP. But the 7th overall tight end, like he's gonna achieve that. All right, coming in at the 6th spot, a lot of people are probably gonna get mad at this. This is Travis Kelce. I feel like maybe I'm putting him a little too low, but I mean this is Travis Kelce we're talking about, right? This guy, he's going to be good. Whether or not he is that 6, he 100% will be top 10 unless he gets hurt or something. This is Travis Kelce we're talking about. He's going to be good. There's nothing specific to say. We know Travis Kelce. We know he's going to be good. He's just not the elite player he used to be, but he'll still be a reliable tight end. If you want a good tight end, I mean, you can always trust Travis Kelce. All right, coming at the 5 spot. This one is probably going to shock a lot of people. I'm going to go with the Colts tight end, Tyler Warren, coming in from Penn State, right? You got 2 quarterbacks coming in that aren't very good, Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. They're going to have to rely on Tyler Warren, right? Anthony Richardson has not dealt with a good tight end in his Colts playing, right? He just hasn't. Daniel Jones hasn't really ever had a good tight end other than like Darren Waller. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody, but Tyler Warren, he's a dog. He was amazing at Penn State, man. If you were watching Penn State football last year, he was great, man. This guy's a freak athlete. He's a great player. Tyler Warren is going to be your sleeper player for the 2025 NFL year, or at least a sleeper tight end. Expect Brock Bowers type stuff, but obviously a little like less, not a little. He's going to have a good amount of less points than Brock Bowers because you're not going to really get that. But Tyler Warren, man, expect big things out of Tyler Warren this year. Picking him in all of my mock drafts, especially he's great for his ADP. Pick Tyler Warren, I'm telling you guys. All right, coming in at the 4th spot, this is a big debate. Honestly, they're probably tied, but we're going with T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson and Tyler Warren, that's a bit of a battle between them. But T.J. Hockenson, he's reliable. He's going to be good, right? Coming in with J.J. McCarthy. I love J.J. McCarthy. I'm a big J.J. McCarthy guy. TJ Hawkinson, he will play good unless he gets hurt. You got Jordan Addison out for, a suspension for a couple weeks. So he's going to be good. You can put your faith in TJ Hawkinson. I probably wouldn't pick him in my leagues just because of his ADP. I'm not sure I like that. I like a lot of the down the road guys for tight end. But TJ Hawkinson, man, this is gonna be your guy for the 4 spot next year, man. He's a great player. You can rely on TJ Hawkinson. Coming in at the 3 spot, I got George Kittle, man. I love George Kittle. Great guy, great player. You can always trust this guy. Probably gonna get hurt more than once over the season, but I mean, this guy's a dog, man. You gotta pick this guy in our leagues. Nothing really much to say about George Kittle other than the fact that we know he's good. Coming in without Debo Samuel, right? So this guy, he's gonna be good, man. Trust George Kittle. Probably wouldn't pick him. I haven't picked him in any of my mock drafts. The only reason I'm saying that is because I'm in love with all, not in love. Let's be chill there. I love all the tight ends down the road, right? You guys, like I said, you got guys like Elijah Arroyo, Darren Waller, heck, guys like Jatavion Sanders. Those guys are going to be really good. George Kittle at the 3 spot, maybe even the 2 spot. We'll see. All right, coming in at the 2 spot, I was debating putting him at 3. I'm going to go with Brock Bowers. The only reason I was debating putting him at 3 is because of the fact that we got Ashton Jeanty there now, man. We know Pete Carroll loves to run the football. He's going to be going crazy with Ashton Jeanty running the football. So I got to put Brock Bowers at the 2 spot. I can't put him at the 1 spot, man. We know Brock Bowers is great. He's an elite tight end. He is an elite tight end. There's no doubt about that. He had an amazing season last year. I'm just not sure he'll get the same amount of targets. You got a good amount of stuff coming from Ashton Jeanty, right? Geno Smith is going to be a great player. Geno Smith never really threw to a tight end in his career ever, right? But don't take away from the fact that I believe Brock Bowers will be amazing this year. Number 2 tight end, 100%. All right, coming in at the 1 spot, we got my guy Jatavion Sanders. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. I just got to shout him out real quick. This guy is going to be a heavy sleeper going into next year, man. Jatavion Sanders, put your faith into this guy. Mark my words, this guy is going to be an elite tight end next year. Maybe not elite, but he will be a good tight end next year. Him and Tommy Tremble, man, those are 2 guys that are awesome. We know Tommy Tremble obviously got the extension this year. But Jatavion Sanders, man, I'm telling you guys, before he got hurt last year, he was on a good streak. Jatavion Sanders is your sleeper tight end heading into next year. Jatavion Sanders, remember this, all right, guys? Now, finally, coming in at the 1 spot, if it's not obvious by now, I got to go with my guy, Trey McBride. Trey McBride is going to be an elite tight end this year, the number 1 tight end. So many catches he's going to have. Honestly, so many touchdowns he's going to have. I know he didn't have, he had 1 last year, but Trey McBride, I'm telling you guys, this year is the year for Trey McBride, the Arizona Cardinals tight end. Not much to say other than the fact that we know he's good. We know he's going to get a lot of catches. We know Kyler Murray trusts him. Trey McBride is going to be your number 1 tight end this year. Whether or not he'll have like a Brock Bowers type year like last year or a Travis Kelce type year when he was in his prime, I don't know about all that, but Trey McBride, man, he's going to be number 1 tight end this year, obviously, unless something crazy happens like an injury or something, or heck, honestly, man, I'm a big fan of Marvin Harrison Jr. this year, so maybe he'll steal a couple of those, so maybe I should trade him back for Brock Bowers or George Kittle, but Trey McBride, man, coming in this year, probably wouldn't pick him in any of my leagues, just because his ADP I don't really like that much. And I've already said a million times, love the sleeper tight ends this year. But Trey McBride, mark my words, that is your number 1 tight end going into the fantasy football year. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what else I should do. If you give me a good idea, I will shout you out in the next video. Your name will appear on screen. And then if you got IG, go follow Lucas Loicono.bk. You can DM me there. You just got to follow me. I'll send you a free fantasy football cheat sheet. Catch you guys.